Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about Valaverse, Action Force Pandora. So, just real quick before we get into looking at accessories and actually going over the figure. Now, this is an exclusive to Valaverse itself, so you have to go on to their website to get this figure. You're not going to get it through Big Bad Toy Store. You're not going to get it through anybody else but Valaverse itself. Now, I don't have the the actual version of this where she's not bloodied up, but let me tell you something. This character here, I went in and when I ordered this character, I ended up getting the comic. Now, this comic here is all about her and what happened and what she's about. And I also had it signed. It's actually signed by Bobby Valaverse himself, so that's actually really cool. So if you get a chance, pick up that comic. You will enjoy reading it. It is a crazy story. But anyway, this character's name is Pandora. Now, real quick history, her real name is Miranda Kelly. Okay? And her primary specialties are organized crime. Secondary skills are arson. Her birthplace was Limerick, Ireland. And yeah, she worked for the Coonan mob formerly over in Ireland. Well, let me tell you something. This badass chick, yeah, she decided to go for the mob boss's wife, and they did. Anyway, he caught up to her, and he put a smile on her face. So she actually has scars on the side of her face, which I'll show off when we start looking at the figure itself. Her and her brother then were told to leave Ireland. And I'm just giving you the cliff notes really quick, but read the story. It's great. They went to New Jersey, and then they started their own thing, and that's where I'm leaving it. So this is the bloody version of this character, and she comes with, I'm telling you, what, 4 sets of hands, the 2 that's on her, 2 fists, 2 open hands, and 2 gripping hands, so which I will show off also when we get into taking a look at this figure. But the reason why I'm talking about this so much is because this here, when I actually started reading the comic and getting into her background, oh my God, it just adds more to this figure. She is awesome. So for them to give you a bloody version of her like this, which you will not see anywhere else. You'll see battle damage, yes, but you're not going to see, like, this has other people's blood on her and her weapons. So anyway, look, what I'm trying to say is Valaverse has definitely put it out there. And even though this is an exclusive to them, they did an awesome job with this figure. Reading that storyline just made me like this figure even more. I mean, I thought she was cool. When I seen Articulated Ninja's review, so shout out to him. But yeah, I mean, this here, holy cow. Even more when you get into the depth and the history of this character, you're gonna go, wow. Now, she fits in with anything. Zombies, dreadnoughts, Joes, or just a straight up killer, which that's what she is. And there's no mistaking that whatsoever. So enough of my rambling, guys. Let's get into taking a look at her accessories, and then we will get into taking a look at Pandora herself. Starting off, we have Pandora's scarf. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but it does have blood on it. And I thought that was a cool addition that they actually included the blood, even though it's a maroon color. Yeah, beautiful job by Valaverse to do that. Next, we have dual pistols, and they're casted in black, but these are accurate handguns, and they are marvelous. Next, we have her submachine gun Uzi, and as you can see, it has the silencer on there. It's all casted in black as well, along with a little scope. And then you have here the magazine sticking out. I like the way they did this gun. Even if it is just all casted in black, it is very nicely done. Next, we have her knife. and I love the way they did this. So nice looking design on the handle itself, and then coming down to the blade, and it's got blood on it. Oh, so nice, very well done. Next we have her sickle, and it is cast in black with some gray. Got blood on the actual blade, just like the knife, but also you have blood splattered on the actual handle. I mean, like I said, they went all out on that. Next we have the two bloody fists. Next we have the two bloody open palm hands. Next we have her bloody gripping hands, and you can see the blood on the fingers. I mean, that's just crazy. And for the first time ever that I've ever owned an action figure or anything like that, we have a blood splattered stand. I mean, this is just fabulous on what they've done. They didn't stop. They didn't make a nice clean stand. They made a blood splattered stand. Kudos to Action Force. All right, guys, so getting into taking a look at the figure itself. Now, the head sculpt, you have the blood splatter on the face, the eyes, beautiful paint. Love the way they did the hair. And if you actually look right here, you can see where her face had been cut all the way to the side like the Joker on both sides. And there's the other scar right there. I mean, wow. I mean, you can see it up close in the camera, but looking at the figure with the naked eye, you can barely see that scar, but they still added it. They put the blood splatter all on her. I mean, she has her flak vest, and then she has her holsters on the side. Yeah, she even has her tattoo on the back of her head, which is beautifully done. I love the way they did that. Plus the tattoo on her arm. Very well. And then down to the jeans. I mean, she has blood splattered even on the back right here on the side. So she's doing some damage, this character is. And then of course the jeans down to the knee pads, down to the boots. You have the armor on the boots, and then the silver tip boots. Nice. Just very well done. I mean, she's not completely covered, but she is splattered everywhere. Now, moving into articulation, her head, okay? It can look up that far. She can look down that far. I mean, she's got some head tilt, and of course the hair is going to stop some of it. And she can turn her head side to side. She has her abdomen, which this kind of stops it a little bit, or mine's stiff, but that's her crunch. That's as far as she's going to crunch down. And she can move back this far. Now, I haven't tried taking this jacket off. I don't know if it comes off. I haven't even tried. So I do apologize on that. You have the belt here that moves on the waist. She has a waist swivel, which is nice. You have a sheath in the back for her knife. And on top of that, moving to the arms, she has her shoulders. And you can get her to do a nice T-pose right there. She doesn't have butterfly hinges in there. She does have a bicep swivel. She does have double jointed elbows, so she can get that nice bend right there, which is beautiful. And a wrist swivel, and then her wrist bend. And I think these wrists, they go up and down, which is really nice. Okay, and then moving down to the legs, of course, she has the drop down legs on the figure, so you can drop them down, and then they move forward, yay far, kicking forward, which is nice. They can move out to do the splits, which is really good. Really, 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 really good. And of course, you gotta pop these bad boys back up in there. She has herself her thigh swivel. She has, oh my God, it's so stiff. Double jointed knees, which is fine. They're not locked. They're just stiff. Nice double jointed knees on this figure. I mean, let me tell you something. For a figure like this, Valaverse has gone all out, especially with the blood splattering and the way they've done her. Her boots, she has a swivel, ankle articulation, boot moves forward or backwards, boot moves forward that far, and then of course her ankle articulation. Guys, if you are a fan of this line, or you just need somebody else for whatever, a teammate, a dreadnought, something, this figure here is going to fill that hole. Now me, I'm going to put her up against some nasty characters, and you know, go from there with her. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have her doing some battle because she's just badass and she's covered in blood. And I got like a Captain America zombie along with a Iron Man zombie, and I'm gonna put her doing some battles and stuff like that. In the meantime, let me get her set so that way we can I can get her into some poses, doing some pretty cool stuff. And yeah, we'll end the review with some comparisons, and then we'll end the review. If I'm talking too fast, it's just the fact that there's a lot of stuff that comes with this figure, and I just want to get through it, and I don't want to make this too lengthy, but I also want to make it enjoyable for you guys. But definitely, guys, I can't say it enough. Get this figure before time runs out, because it's only exclusive to Valaverse.com. Okay, go on there, order her, and get her before it's too late. And get the comic and read up, and you're gonna be glad that you did. I mean, what a great story. Anyway, enough of my rambling. I'm gonna get her into some poses, and then we will do some comparisons, and then I will end this review. All right, guys, so I just want to say, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was able to get her vest off. And the cool thing about this is that I just happened to see the little slit right here in the side, and you have little peg holes here and here on the side, and then you have the pegs, and they just peg right in here like so, and just push them, and that's it. It was easy to take this off of her. It'll be easy to put back on. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out to you guys. And I love the way the double holsters are on the side for the pistols. And yeah, I tried to do something with different with her, and hopefully it came out good. You guys let me know what you thought. But anyway, let's get into some comparisons, and I only have 2 figures out, so we're gonna start off with G.I. Joe Tiger Force Outback. And I have to say that Valaverse is still coming out superior when it comes to hands, joints, the way the characters move, the way you're able to pose them, all sorts of good stuff. I'm not knocking this figure here because I do like Outback. I do like the G.I. Joe line, but this Valaverse line is taking a life of its own, and it will turn around, and it's going to, if you ask me, if they keep going with it, eventually they're going to give G.I. Joe a lot of competition. Anyway, that's how she compares to Outback from G.I. Joe Classified. Here's how she compares to Hasbro's Marvel Zombie Captain America. Okay, so real quick, because I know this video is getting a little long in the tooth, and the whole thing is that this figure here, she is just phenomenal. Bobby Valor, the team in Action Force, all you guys have just made a phenomenal figure. You know, we have Slaughter, which was a phenomenal figure. Carrick, he's another one that I have, is a phenomenal figure. I have the Sergeant Slaughter 2.0, phenomenal figure. And now we have Pandora. And let me tell you something. They have done a fabulous job with this. Now, this is the special edition one, like I told you guys before. Just go on Valaverse.com and you will be able to get her if they are still in stock. Now, I don't know how many, you know, they make them, so I don't know if they're going to have a whole bunch in stock or eventually they're just going to not have them anymore. But the point of the matter is that pick her up. I mean, you know what? Listen, if they did never come out with a Zarana, I would have used her as Zarana in my collection. But they came out with a Zarana, so I have to say you could use this as one of her friends. I don't know. Use her in whatever you want to use her in. I mean, she's blood splattered, so I mean that's okay, because let me tell you something. She's definitely a ruthless character. And this is what's cool about the Valaverse line too. All of the gear comes off, and that was my mistake in the beginning of this video to say I don't think that this comes off. because it just didn't give it a good enough look. And when I did, when I was off camera, I found it and took it off, and then that's why I did here we go, losing train of thought again. The posing. That's why I did the posing and everything else without it on, so you guys can see. I'm just in awe about this figure. Great figure, great addition to my collection, great addition to your collection. Guys, if you like the Valaverse line, even if you don't know about it and you just want to get your hands on this figure or any of the other ones, go right on ahead. And I don't benefit anything from saying this. I'm just giving you my opinion on this figure and what Valaverse is putting out there. They are putting out some great things. So with that being said, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and as always, leaving a comment down below. Please hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new that I am putting up. And yeah, thank you to everyone. I appreciate all of you guys. Let's try to hit 4,000 subscribers and keep her moving. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you all on a flippity flip.